today we are going to be playing some Koschei Thrive with the Manor Stark Secret. We'll try not to call it Haunted Manor this video, but no guarantees. As far as the deck itself, it's pretty straightforward for a Haunted Manor deck. I already did it for the Manor Stark Secret. But yeah, basically we gained a provision on Manor because it went down to 13, balanced out by the Riptide going back to 10. But it does make it a bit stronger in comparison to the rent-free version, which, won't have that loss of provision here. So that's what we're going to try and do. We've got the Manor, we've got Oniromancy, Morntart, Heatwave, Riptide, Koschei. You know how it is. Koschei, Caranthir, or Decree. Pretty solid up here. We'll talk about the whole strategy in a minute. We're playing the Sir Scratch, the Jotun with the Ice Giants, just for a big guy. We've got Directory Wolf for a lock. 2 Larvas, a Spores, 2 Necker Warriors, Peller, Damsel, Mantrap, Necker. As far as the strategy of the deck overall, basically, you usually secure round 1 with the Manor, so you can do a round 2 Koschei Caranthir push, and then round 3 with Giant Morntart finisher as last say. That's your general game plan there. And you really want to do that Koschei earlier with Caranthir to get all those guys in the graveyard so Morntart can banish them all. It's the idea. As far as any specific choices, the Directory is for a lock, but this deck is not the most consistent because you want to get the Caranthir, Koschei, and Sir Scratch in your hand round 2, which isn't the easiest thing to do. So a Fisher King is something I've run in this before to help make that a little bit more consistent. That can work pretty well. And then in the 4s, I'm running a Spores and a Peller. These are just like your tech choices. You could do Squirrel. You could try the buff Dumeridium Shackles, but we're going to be doing that, or have done it in Druids, depending the order I release these videos in. So we're going to save that for that deck. And we like having units here because they can trigger Thrive. As far as the bronzes here, nothing too crazy to say. The Jotun and Ice Giants you could swap out, but I like having the one really big guy. You could try and fit a bit more consistency instead. Yeah, you could do that. I like having this guy as big though, and the Ice Giants aren't too bad because they do trigger Thrives. We don't have that many cards that are really big. As you know, most of our base are kind of low, so the Ice Giants do often trigger a Thrive we might not have otherwise triggered, which is pretty decent. And then we are running double Cursed Damsel. I like Damsel to open with for the advantage, but if you want to run Cursed Scroll, which I said this deck can have some consistency issues, the Cursed Scroll is really good at helping you with that. But the advantage, if you're opening up with Manor, lets you get a pretty good removal on Damsel right away to help deal with opponents' engines. Otherwise, we don't have a ton of control, so having that access right away is actually quite good, I think. I don't want to give it up. But that should pretty much cover it for the deck here. Let's get to some games. Hopefully improve. So far we played 2 games. Start recording before we start recording. And they were all in Heist with Defender, which left when we Riptide the Defender and killed the Angus. It was disconnected. And then we had a Koschei, which is 7th deck. So let's see if we get some better games. Geralt 2-0. We're getting 2-0'd here apparently. Evil Eye. Playing some Assimilate. Always check if it's Assimilate 5 or 6. Or 8, sometimes they do that. Got a decent opener. A little short in Thrives, to be honest. Yeah, we are quite short on Thrives. As in, we only have 1. Oh no, we have the second Damsel. Okay, we're good, we're good. Didn't see it hiding over there. This feels like an overcommit sometimes, but he can always enslave us here and get card advantage, which we don't want happening, because we want to be in control to perform our strategy. We just take that out here. There's the Johnny. Okay. Gonna be pretty heavy on the tactics here. We can either Riptide this. We've already committed here. I don't think we need to Riptide this. He's gonna start Magni divisioning and stuff, but we have enough of a lead that I think the 2 extra point pings won't necessarily win him the round. So we have double Thrives here. He's a bit greedy, but he's pretty far behind, so I think it's okay. We're also out of enslave range. He's going to want to cycle his deck a bit more, I think. That's got some potential for him. Battle stations will catch him up. If he goes battle stations, we'll pass. Because he'll get him pretty close to us.
The Empire will be victorious.
Double boo hurt. Give it to him here. Could have played this, but we're risking getting beaten on even considering he's enslaved. You can't Asira back the battle stations without using something else here, which is something important too. You have to like use the order. Guess maybe we should have removed the Johnny. Still has to use this order though. It's good for us. The situation here isn't great, especially if he recycles the battle stations right now. But we'll see what we can do. It's actually not bad. It's better. We don't want too many golds in hand though, because he's going to almost certainly push us pretty hard. Big said we don't have many in our deck either. Down back, I guess. Oh, nice. Now, the thing is here, with Assimilate and Enslave, he can probably take us in around 3. Can't just rely on having the Crochet stuff. Because he's going to 100% seize the... either the Crochet or more likely the Sir Scratch when we use this order. We have a Decree for Deregere. Might be better get Larva, to be honest. Looking at for big cards to thrive us. Damsel's a bit better because we have the option if it gets big enough to kill the Hefty Helga. Do you want to decree this? I think we've got better stuff than Damsel though. Well, that's not one of them. It's not one of the options that's better. We do go Necromancy Decree. I think we just got a Larva. We probably have to save a Necromancy for this. I think we decree a Larva to start. Might get amnestied. We'll see. We're gonna play this or Scratch next, just leave it face, or not face down, like leave it in the back. We can want to remove that. We're gonna turn Jousted. Gives him removal. See if we get the amnesty here. I think the best thing for Sir Scratch is not use its order until he enslaves. There's the amnesty. Oh, it doesn't have it. That's good. I don't think there's anything too insane you could create here. Fiend's really good, stuff like that, but I like his Nilfgaard, we can make a Puppeteer. Just leave that back there, thriving us a little bit, hopefully. False Siri.
The good of the Empire, that is what matters.
We could lock our own False Siri, because we could still Heatwave a Hefty Helga. Thing is, if he's playing Sangreal, it's a massive punish. But since we know it's Enslaved 6, he can't have the Sangreal. So we will just lock our own guy here.
I do not
I guess this is weak to treason. Let's put it in the melee row. If you ever remember treason, you might as well play around it. Let's play the Jotun. I think we just play the Jotun. We go Caranthier. Probably still don't click the Sir Scratch order, to be honest. Joachim. There's the Hefty Helga. That's even better, because we're going to Heat Wave this anyway. The fact that it got boosted just makes it even more enticing. Plus, he's still triggering our Thrives when he does this coup from Sir Scratch. Sir Scratch can still be really good if you don't click its order. The reason we can't let him get Sir Scratch is because replaying Sir Scratch with its order triggers his Thrives and triggers Assimilate. So it's like an extra Assimilate proc every turn, which is why we can't let him seize that one. Even the Koche is actually better. To our Caranthier. I guess we're weak to treason now, but, you know, we can do about it. Playing around Amnesty. If we lead her, it doesn't get around Amnesty. It's fine. He wants to take it. We're far enough ahead that it shouldn't matter. And he has to deal with it, because we've got the Sir Scratch in the back. Sayana. So we're going for the 8. If we're going the giant, we're going for 8 ace up the sleeve, so he doesn't have any assimilates out. He's got Sarah procking. I don't see this being enough. Make sure we don't rogue clog ourselves here. Stick this range, just double trigger. I do want to put this ranged. Could kill them both. We want the Thrive value. We're going to lead her here. The question is just, do we also Sir Scratch or not? The ordering between the two doesn't matter because they're at 4. I think we'll also do it. It doesn't look like he's going to have Assimilate, so him stealing is not that bad here. Just using it for Thrive points. Yes, he can kill it, but we've got enough value out of Sir Scratch, that's fine. And a 66-point differential won't be made up for with Sayana here. Oh, he did have treason the whole time. He did have treason, so we were right to play around that. He takes a Koche. He's got last say, so this doesn't matter. We'd never coup this. Never coup this. Coups this doesn't matter. I guess we try and play this to Thrive while we still have the Thrives out. It's not that big though. He needs to get some kind of Assimilate engine out for this to be enough points. This is 2 extra, so what? He's got 8 times 2. Yep, there's the coup. Hey, this isn't that good. Guess we should have purified it. I was thinking about how bad it would be. It's not that bad. Pretty sure this is not enough points. I should have purified the Riptide. We weren't thinking about the raw value of his cards. So each ace plays for 4, and he's got 8 of them. That's 32. That is not enough. GG. GG. Good thing we played around that treason. Sir Scratch ended up getting us a lot.
There'll be nothing
Pick up when I'm done with
Danny Omega? Pirate time? He's going first. This is always where Riptide's amazing if they go Crystal Skull Longship. Don't have it, but we could get it. It would be worth getting here. Don't have Thrive. Oh, there we go. We don't have 2 Thrives, I mean, because once you scenario, the Necker Warrior always triggers this. So we probably... Oh, Necromancy Riptide on the ship. He plays second ship. We lock. If he has a second ship. If he doesn't have a second ship, we go scenario. These are really vulnerable. Especially goes like Naval Supremacy, because the first one dies. So that's not great. At least we have the punish for his Crystal Skull guy if he has it. Please don't Supremacy into the ship. Okay, Funeral Boat's fine. Let's make Neckers really bad. I still think we Riptide this, to be honest. It's gonna add up to a lot of value. This does give him armor, which is annoying, but it's gonna give him way more if we don't kill it. And there's that guy. We lock that one. He's still getting the Supremacy armor on every card we play, though. There's no way to play around that for us, so we just have to win round 1 and bleed out the boosted armor in round 2. Only option we have here. Some smugglers.
Closer.
I'm not sure what triggers first between Secret and Necker for Supremacy purposes. Or between this and this. I know between Necker which triggers first. Does Field take effect and we would boost before this? I don't know. We're going to find out though. There's all this control. I hope he uses those charges here. Nice. Let's see what's first. I'm kind of just curious at this point. Yeah, so field first, then graveyard. It's what I was thinking might happen, but I wasn't sure. Does make sense, though. But you never know. Not always, the things that don't always make... It's not always the things that make sense to you that are how it works out. This goes here. Full row stack. Makes it not as easy for the guy who infuses to just get free removal. Gets better value, but doesn't get removal on our stuff. At this point, the removal is more dangerous than the value, I think. They always make great sword. In this case, to be fair, he can pick anything he wants because we've got the Bloodthirst ready for him. Keep pushing here. There's no Alula. Alula would be really scary. He's gonna try and kill that for sure. Do have the big finisher here. But for now, we will do the double Thrive. Then we should use this while it's still available. Want to remove this guy with his armor. I don't think he'll be able to kill it. Maybe a second ship or something. But we have the big Jotun play coming up. For when he tries to get ahead. So here's where we drop Jotun, I think. 17-point lead, 16-point lead. Gets 1 back if he pings, but you can click the order for 4. 3, I mean, on Herrick Shadow, so he's total of 4 there. This thing is going to be pretty good. But like I said earlier, as long as we're bleeding out all the armored up cards, we're pretty happy with the situation. If we do this here, it means we can't hit Seawolf. I think that's fine. We can bleed the Seawolf instead. In both cases, result in it being gone. Get rid of most of the armor in his hand. Should be good here. We have the Caranthe. We just have to draw the Koshei. Not that likely we'll draw it here. Long run 3 against scenario is scary. We do need to redraw here. Just in case we find the Koshei, which we did not. So we want to bleed the Seawolf. I still want to bleed the Seawolf. I just think it's probably not going to happen. Give it long round 3 then. It's not no armor. So we've got, what, 11 cards? We're going to see 5 more. It's more likely than not we won't get the... Koshei. We still can't push with this hand, though. I'll take our card advantage. If he's got the Seawolf, it's really good for him now, because we can't deal with it. We'd have to, Deregray, but we already used that. So Seawolf's just going to be crazy. But nothing else in his hand has armor, but he gets the armor. Now we know he doesn't have Seawolf yet, so this is good. Seawolf doesn't have the armor or anything, or any more than it starts with. But he has the ability to get all that round 3. He's got no ships left. Long ships, so he's not guaranteed to get a ton of armor. Scenario will give him a lot if he has it, which he probably does. There's also no guarantee he draws it, though. We do have that card advantage for double last say. Which is something. Neckers are going to be pretty trash here just because the Infuse that does 3 damage just kills them outright. So we'll put those back. Then just hope we draw the Koshei. We can always Caranthe this. It will never live, but we can try for it. The fact that drawing Koshei is so good means we keep the Caranthe, I think. Hey, you know? Sometimes you get lucky. Sometimes lucky. If we play this, he infuses it and hits it with the leader and it kills both. Which feels really bad. But we don't really have our opener card. This dies to Seawolf. No, it doesn't die to Seawolf. This does not die to Seawolf, I mean. It's not like Riptide. It doesn't die to it. He's got that. What would be Oniromancy here? It's probably second Larva, to be honest. But that means we just play the first Larva first. If he kills it, he kills it. He probably will, because he gets this guy to like 7. Okay, he's not going to kill it the way I thought he might, which is good. Now we're playing Tempest. Weird, is this a Compass deck? That's a more thing to do if it is. Is there ever a situation here where we wouldn't want the second Larva? I don't think there is. Because Spores, the other ones like Spores and Unlock, like these are the other options. That'd be pretty decent. Don't think we need the Peller here. And Spores, I don't see him going tall, so we should just get the second Larva here to pressure more. Then go Koshei, Caranthe, Leader next turn. Leader we'll see. Depends how he goes. There's the Voyage. This lives no matter what. I could drop Sir Scratch before the others. I like that. The frost damage gets absorbed on it, and we can trigger some thrives during his turn. Which is good. He's got Terror of the Seas, he's got Bjorn, but they don't have a lot of armor. Those are the scary removals. He's got one Clash, which is pretty good with Greatsword. The Ship Infuse plus anything kills stuff. There's the Bjorn. This little thriving. Guess he's got a 50-50 now with the Frost actually doing 2 damage. Okay, he's getting some value. That's the Clash gone. We do have double last say, so we could click Sir Scratch twice after he passes. Probably worth it. So we go... I honestly am wondering if we just go... Once he's passed, we go... So we play this, he plays a card, we play this. Then he passes and we get this, and then this with... I think that's probably the best option. Just removes the option for him to remove our stuff. Just stops giving him the choice to interact with our cards. We can consume this once he infuses it if it lives. Probably won't live though. Seawolf doesn't give points, it just has the Clash basically. I think this is a good choice because these two will get us a lot of value. I think it's enough even if he just like kills the Morntar outright here. Yep, there's the Seawolf. Okay, that's scary though. Guess the Cataclysm's gone. If he infuses and kills this, then how are we feeling?
Need my help.
No, I don't. Please be quiet. So if we infuse here, the melee row, so we get infused, then if he kills it, the Cataclysm would destroy Sir Scratch. So we don't want to play this melee. I think we have to go the Caranthir this turn. For sure we do this and just don't click Sir Scratch. He'll kill it, but it should be fine. The Sir Scratch is the important card here. We could have played this ranged and infused as well. That would have been okay. There's Terror of the Seas. Should be good. Double last say that we got earlier will just carry the game here. GG. I think this is a deck... I'm not sure if I'm uploading this video or the Druid video first, but this is probably just going to be spamming Dominium Shackles because it went to 4, and I'm sure people want to try that. So we're going to try it too. And record both these videos back to back. I'm just not sure which one I'll release first. Depends which one seems more exciting, I guess, at the end of the day. Damsel, Damsel. Like, just having the Thrives in a round with Manor is good. Get the Manor. America's Heatwave, though. We don't want 2. Howler we want to keep because we know he's going to shackle stuff later. I think we go with this hand. Well, no, we can't do this hand. We have to look for Koshé. So he's like panic redrew there. It's not the card we wanted to redraw at the end of the day, but it was running out of time there. So let's grab our Manor. Anyone you guys ever played Betrayal at the House on the Hill, by the way? Ever see this reminds me of that game. Like, looks like it.
That might even be amusing.
He gets hits us there. We boost to 9. Is that enough to kill this? It is not. Go to 11, it rounds up, so it would actually kill it. So we want to go Damsel to get the extra point here to kill Coral.
Hold closer.
It's a 10, so we gotta go next turn. this way. When we do this one, it'll trigger the Thrive. Okay. And we'll definitely be able to get one of these guys to 11 to kill the Coral. Oh, he's got the burner now. It's fine.
We shall do it my way.
He could get them both, I suppose. I was hoping he wouldn't have the burner yet. Oh, he's gonna hit that one pretty hard. It's fine. Take our removal here. It's unfortunate he hit that one twice. If he hits that one twice, we don't get the extra 2 points on our larva. If he hits the other one twice, we still do. If he hits 1 and 1, we still do. So 25% chance. A little unfortunate.
Don't you pester me.
And now we're running out of cards we want to play, which happens a fair bit in this deck. Happens a fair bit. Probably want to Decree here. We have the key cards in our deck, and we can Oneiromancy, Mortar, or this later. So I think we just pick something for thinning purposes. Of course, we will want the Jotun later as well, but I think we just pick something for like thinning reasons at this point. It's one of our bronzes. So with the Thrives, we still get to give a good number of points. Don't want to waste any of our golds. I mean, to be fair, Decree's a gold, but not really a huge waste there. Also, no guarantees yet that it's going to be a Druid deck. Oh, there's a Crow Mother. Hermit. It's definitely a Druid deck. We see the Troubadour and Mahakamail. So, no long round 3 planned for us. That is for sure. These are both very strong against this deck. But if we keep them, what do we have for openers? We'd go Damsel, we'd Riptide and Engine. The other nice thing about Troubadour is it protects against Riptide a little bit. If I put this back, it is good. It is good. So we go this, probably have to play Riptide. Then he goes maybe Shackles. Doesn't Shackle, we don't have to play those. Let's put this back.
This. Oh, these are just scissors.
This should be a Shackle if I'm guessing what's going on here. It's like control. So we kept the Peller. Wish we had a way to get rid of this without killing it, but I'm not going to use a Heat Wave on this. If we kill it, he's going to Blessing it. Just because he's going to do that doesn't mean we... Oops, definitely not that card. Still do it, though. Can't let him get multiple on board. Doesn't really accomplish much because of the Blessing, other than slowing it down. And slowing down engines is good. So slowing it down is probably worth it here. Haven't seen a Ale yet. The big Ale of the Ancestors. But with the discard package, you might not be able to fit it. Shupe, stay off. Okay. 13 damage, just clears us. That's fine. Shupe being gone's a big deal. Really good Shupe from him. No complaints there. Let's play this. Not great, but we'll get those points back from engineering, probably. Alright, that's what we Heat Wave. Get rid of the Ancestors. Didn't even use his order that turn. He was being greedy with it. Now we just want to go push with these and get last say.
One who is blind can yet see.
During the Shupe's gone, he shouldn't have a way to kill Arse or Scratch. Well, you never know. There's a lot of random cards you can slot into Shupe decks. Not random, but, you know, like more obscure ones. That being said, Shupe and Ale, it's a lot of provisions. 6 random damage shouldn't get us. Yep, go over the soup. What are we getting here? Hopefully nothing crazy. If I see a second Shupe, I'm going to be extremely mad. Actually, I'll laugh and say it wasn't a real game. I won't be actually mad. It'll be kind of funny. But see what he's getting here. There's some good stuff in random golds. The thing is, there's so many golds, it's unlikely to be one of the insane ones. Yeah, that could be better. Could be better there. Especially because if you got that after we played the Caranthier, different story. Do we click the Sir Scratch here? Is he playing? He's probably playing the 6 random damage, right? That comboed with this would almost certainly kill the Sir Scratch. So I think we have to click it to avoid that killing it. Doesn't feel good, but what's it called? A Giga Scorpion Decoction. I'm pretty sure he'd be running that. And the 6 random damage probably kills the Sir Scratch, so we should probably use it. Okay. Doing more RNG. What are we getting? Ocvis, that's really good. Did cost them 8 points on the board to play though. I mean, yeah, this has to go in this row. Do we just slam this here? Yeah, doesn't matter. GG. The Shupe would have been brutal once we played Sir Scratch, but he just threw it out really early. Mr. Nilfgaard. Could be statuses. Status, really bad matchup. Could be Renfree, mid-range. I mean, even Clog plays Imposter. Clog kind of plays everything, though, to be fair. 1 Thrive, 2 Thrive, 3-5, that's pretty good. Back. Open Manor, see what he's playing. Crystal Skull makes me think of statuses. It's a really bad matchup because we're kind of weak to... We're not weak to locks. Obviously, Koshé, Caranthier, and Sir Scratch get locked. The statuses have so many locks that all of our Thrive cards end up getting locked. It's obviously Philippe. Oh, it's going to be Tactics? Interesting. Interesting. Always double check Manor's not in the hand before playing this. Battle stations. Double engines probably coming down here. Or double locks. Or combination. Yeah, engine lock, okay. No surprises there. So where Larva's good, because it gives 2 engines at once, makes it harder for the locks to punish. We do want to lock this, but I want to get engines going first, because it gives us more points. I don't think he'll get more than 1 a turn from Damsel at the moment. So we have time. Could get ahead here. If we can save Gregory, would love to get Philippe.
Have you seen my new?
Then this will get the +2, which will trigger our Thrives again. Looking pretty good. Battle Station's back in the deck. Who knew? Who knew? Still have a couple good bronze plays here. Or just basically just playing Manor and bronzes. To be fair, he's playing Battle Stations and Asira and only bronzes. Doing uneven though. That's really good. The Sir Scratch staying immune is going to be our play again this game, I think. Spore is probably decent in this matchup. We got the Koshei, so we can get our Caranthier. These are quite good with it. We need more opening cards to play first. Obviously, Imposter on Koshei is really strong. Imposter on Sir Scratch is really strong. We don't have a super good idea of what he's playing here. We know it's not Shupe, which is what I would have thought, but you know. Just don't know. Doesn't look like a normal status deck, but it could be. It is an argument Battle Station's just that strong. But you'd run it in everything. Battle Stations again. Oh, he's gonna save it. Might have drawn it there then. So we have Neuromancy, which would get what? Caranthier. We don't have Sir Scratch. I'm just nervous if his long round 3 couldn't be better than ours. I feel like Jotun. It's not a strong play, because it's going to die. But other plays aren't great either. Let's just tempo play this. He's going to have removal. Whether it's Vanamar Leader. Yeah, he drew the battle stations. Okay, that's fine. Or if it's Vincent or whatever, Vilgefortz, whatever it is. The Riptide here makes some sense, actually. Because we want to play for tempo, and we want to remove that. Whereas the Ray locking it, the Riptide won't always lock Philippe, because Philippe would be protected, so we can save the lock or the Heatwave for him. And we can lock the Philippe and get away with it, we can always Heatwave scenario. There's a mirror. Probably want to Heatwave the Philippe, though, to be honest here. It's going to be a lock a mirror type of situation, I believe. Let's see if he gets the fair cart coming down here. That would be annoying. Caranthier next turn. Oh, we're getting a move lock already. That's good.
I'm delighted to hear it.
Obviously, there's no way this Koshei is unlocked here. But we want to play the Caranthier in this round anyway. Yeah, he's just going to Imposter it. That's not bad for us. The Imposter's gone. Should be hard for him to trigger that Thrive as well. Vincent, Vanamar are the scary cards here. Vilgefort's also quite strong. If it pulls out a Necker, it's insane value for him. But we also have these 3 at 7. So I guess these would be mediocre. It's be really bad. We're playing Vadier. Ah, that's interesting. That seizes for 30 points. Okay. No choice. There's Philippe. That'll get him the round. But we'll have double say round 3. That's something. He's down 12. He's going to poison from hand, poison Philippe. Kills Jotun. Nothing here we play can help, so we just take the extra card. At the end of the day, we still have a Koshei in hand. We have Morntart potential. Yeah, there's the Vanamar. Figured he had that. So we didn't want to keep playing there, but 2-card advantage. He'll have a scenario, but we have Morntart. We have Decree to find the Morntart. We should get one of them. Mathematically. You never know, though. Can't always count on it. There's the Morntart. That's very nice. Spores here. How do I feel about Spores? I don't think he's going to get too tall. Well, there's the option he has for Joachim and Ku, because Ku got buffed for some idiotic reason. I don't like the spores. It's okay. Has potential on Joachim. Okay, what are we putting behind this? Not enough tactics for Hefty Hug and Stefan. I was just projecting a scenario. That's fine. So this dies. We still play it here because it's our most thriving. We get the extra thrive points on Neckers. We should do this here. He has to kill the Koshei. If he can't do 2 poisons in 1 turn here, we're fine. We just get too many points. And he has no Philippe, so it should be hard. Yeah, we should be good here. He's not going to catch up. The double thrive here is insane. We're just taking the double thrive as quickly as possible because we want to make sure that this gets off as many as possible before he removes it. But it looks like he doesn't even have the Aristocrats in hand, so easy GG here. I mean, might as well double thrive again. GG. No catching up from this. You'd have to like Joachim into battle stations into 2 Aristocrats or something. Still wouldn't be enough. Not Joachim into Ku, because you can't even do that. This. I mean, we just went up 2 cards here. No reason to play these 2. We would have gone to like 85, I think. Probably about 85. Kept playing there. GG. So there's some Koshei Thrive for you guys using the Manor's Dark Secret. The 1% up buff on this is nice. It means your deck's pretty similar if you're running it before with Riptide. I think there's no reason to remove Riptide. The fact that it's a unit and can trigger your thrives is really beneficial, and it's just really strong because you don't have that much control. Overall, this deck is pretty good. I will say, for those of you guys always call me out on this, we drew pretty well these games. We drew Koshei a lot. I don't think we missed him in any game, which won't usually happen. Usually like miss him 1 game, which is why I mentioned Fisher King earlier. If you feel like you're missing your Koshei, Fisher King is a good addition to make sure you get him because it puts it on top of your deck, so then you draw it, which is one of the only guaranteed ways to put in your hand. You can also Triss, but Fisher King's cheaper, better tempo. You don't want to put Koshei in your hand with 3 extra points from Triss because it makes it hard to thrive. So Fisher King, great call out. If you want to run him, I think you can either give up the Duregare Lock, kind of hard to do, or you can give up an Ice Giant and Jotun. Jotun is a great play with the deck, but the Ice Giants are only okay. So I think that's where you can make the change. Morntart's a great finisher, or you can cut Morntart, to be honest, as well. It's really good in a lot of situations, but some situations, say, if you don't have your Koshei round 2, it's usually like 11 or 12 in round 3, which is not nearly as good. So I think there's an argument there as well to cut the Morntart. Fit Fisher King, you get 5 more provisions with that. Probably run another removal card. Or, what's the guy? You cut 1 Damsel or something to go to a 9, and then, oh, no, Igran's a 10 now, right? Could try that. Get then with a Roach, for example. Some options there. But overall, I'm pretty happy with this. Yeah, or you can actually run, Morvood's good as well. Like, you can go minus Mortart plus Morvood. Swap this for Fisher King. It gives you 2, 3, 4 provisions to run Toad Prince and run a little bit more control. I think that would be a viable option as well. So that's what I think. Overall, I do always enjoy this deck. It has a pretty straightforward game plan overall. Like round 1 scenario, round 2 Koshei, round 3 Morntart. Doesn't always work out that way though, and adapting is pretty fun because you have different plays. You can do round 1 Koshei if it goes really long, and you're playing against a deck that doesn't have ways to beat you. You can always do Koshei Career round 3 because if it's like 4 or 5 cards, the opponent, especially 5 cards, which is the perfect number, they can't remove the Koshei. You get an insane amount of value. You can do short rounds, just going in with the last say Morntart. A lot of options here. The only thing you don't want to do is end up with opponents forcing the short round on you, because then you have like short round Neckers and Larvas that you aren't ready to use necessarily. So really want round control here, which is why we always open up with the Manor, if you guys are wondering about that. So that is one thing to keep in mind. But that is the deck. Only thing I'd really suggest you guys is if you want more consistency, which I would actually recommend running the extra Fisher King. I just didn't have anything I was really ready to take out before recording today. Like there's options, I think, but I want to just run this version, see how it did. But yeah, I would like to fit a Fisher King in here still. I guess you can go Scroll. Scroll's like a 25% increase in, or 50% increase in seeing it. Because you always get it when you get Scroll, which is when you're going first, which is when you really want to have your strongest stuff, right? I guess maybe Scroll's better than Advantage, but we won a couple of games from Advantage on the Damsel round 1, so I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Hopefully you enjoyed. We will see you next time.